Welcome back to the channel, people. We're on a roll at the moment with content, and today, hunters that are struggling with Grandmaster playlists might find this video very useful. Gyrfalcon builds have been very popular on Void Hunters as of late, and although pulses are not overcharged this season in terms of the seasonal artifact, if Void Surge is active, this build becomes one of the most potent hunter setups for GMs this season, capable of giving consistent invisibility, health regeneration, high ability uptime, and damage. We'll break this whole build down, going through the exotics, mods, champion counters, weapons, and much more, with the aim of giving you ideas for your next GM clear. As usual, drop a like and sub if you find this video informative. A dim link will be made available in the description. Let's begin. First up, the exotic pairing that makes the build tick. Gyrfalcon's Hauberk, in a nutshell, grants volatile to avoid weapons for 10 seconds when exiting invisibility. When paired with a void weapon and the aspect pairing of Vanishing Step and Stylish Executioner, going invisible by dodging and exiting grants volatile, and getting a volatile kill turns you invisible again. Getting another void kill after the short cooldown will reproc Stylish Executioner, allowing you, as long as you are getting volatile kills, to constantly remain invisible. It also grants a reserve overshield when finishing combatants, which can be used in a pinch by simply dodging. As long as you can manage the Stylish Executioner cooldown, you will remain invisible. Graviton Lance, which had a major PvE damage buff recently, pairs incredibly well with Gyrfalcon, capable of killing adds with 2 to 3 bursts, inheriting volatile rounds from the exotic chest piece, allowing for long distance shooting, invisibility proc on volatile kills, and barrier champion piercing thanks to the volatile rounds. Grouped up adds get deleted thanks to the cosmology perk on the Lance also, making it a very effective ad clearer. It also pairs very nicely with the seasonal perk Rapid Fire Ranger, which weakens combatants on consecutive precision hits when you are more than 30 meters away from the target. And thanks to Graviton Lance's high rate of fire, this procs within a couple of seconds, making it very strong when fighting barrier champions while the volatile rounds also active. For the rest of the weapons, a fusion rifle in the kinetic slot pairs nicely with this. Similar to recent build videos, my pick is Riptide with Vorpal weapon for DPS on stun champions and bosses. It also inherits the overcharged 25% buff thanks to Unstoppable Fusion, ultimately stunning unstoppable champions. Finally, and yes, I will die on this hill, Acosmic is very strong on this build. The role I'm using is not a god role, but it's still decent. Cascade Point, when active on this weapon, paired with volatile rounds and weaken, deletes champions with 1 clip, in this case 7 rounds, and can also stun barrier champions with volatile rounds. Don't sleep on this weapon, people, although Regnant is arguably just a bit stronger. Just to round off champion stuns, Suppressor Grenades covers them, and can mobilize beefy yellow bars such as Boomer Knights. Just a quick reminder, people, if the Surge is not void, this build may struggle a little on GM difficulty as Graviton and Acosmic will lose the 25% damage buff, you've been warned. We've covered the exotics and weapons, and then we add Devour. This build, upon generating orbs of power via Void or Harmonic Cipher mods, or Void Breaches, which we'll cover in the Void setup section, will grant Devour thanks to the Starvation Fragment. When Devour and volatile rounds are active, the build becomes insane, capable of constantly being invisible whilst constantly having health regen, allowing you to play aggressively and getting close up to adds and champions, on top of high grenade uptime. That's the base of the build. Before we continue with the seasonal perks, fragments, stats and mods, please consider dropping a like for the algorithm if you are finding this video informative, and subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel. Continuing with fragments, we mentioned Starvation already, granting Devour when picking up orbs or void breaches. The breach generation comes from the cessation frag. Finisher kills make surrounding combatants volatile. When defeating any volatile target, a breach is also spawned, and with this build you will be seeing plenty of these popping up. Of course, slap Obscurity on to turn invisible on finisher kills, and finally, Persistence increases the duration of Devour and Invisible. Take advantage of the Season 22 perks also, as they are very useful. Void Orbs will spawn in abundance in your GM runs, as Graviton, alongside its exotic Cosmology perk, can spawn them. Picking these up grant ability energy thanks to refreshing pickups, whilst Elemental Munitions can spawn heavy on all kills. We already covered Rapid Fire Ranger, which weakens long distance targets, and finally, Elemental Fury will allow Mobius Quiver supers to do massive damage to stun champions, and of course, the Void Orbs make combatants volatile too. Killing these reprocs the entire core build mechanic. In terms of stats, resilience as usual, and high mobility will give you high dodge uptime. Mods wise, you want Harmonic or Void Siphon mods to proc Devour when picking up generated orbs. Use Powerful Attraction to pick these up, which feed into Utility Kickstart, which boosts dodge cooldown when using it. Harmonic Loader will allow for fast Graviton reload, whilst bolstering detonation and focusing strike grant dodge energy on damaging targets with melee or grenades. Finally, Proximity Ward will give you an overshield when performing a finisher, making you unkillable, especially if performing it whilst invisible. Slap this entire thing together and I guarantee you will be top fragging in Void Surge GMs. Drop a comment with what changes you would make to this build and like this video if you made it to the end. That's it for this one. I have still not managed to craft Briars, so the review is on hold, but I do want to cover the most broken Titan Strand build I have ever come across, capable of deleting headless ones in Legend difficulty within a second. You've probably come across these Titans already, and I will be breaking all that down. In the meantime, this was Plasma Alchemist. Your viewership is much appreciated. Until next time, see you later.